All children have a lot to learn. Some children have the added burden of having to master a foreign language.
Я обрясла в тебя.
Δρόγο. Εσύ υπογάιδαρες. Θέλει να μας δοκιμάσουμε με πιο πολύ. Παραγίνω καμπόδις.
You're talking Greek again. Why don't you talk English?
Oh, yes.
Why don't you talk English, Dimitra? What is your name?
My name is Dimitra.
What is your name?
My
Name?
name is
Krina. Krina.
Green.
What is your name?
My name is Anastasia Bakolia.
What's my name?
Your name is Miss Wickles.
What is this, Peter?
That is a bottle.
This is a bottle.
All these children were born in Greece. Their families moved to this country only within the last few months.
This bottle is empty. Nothing inside. Empty.
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 This bottle is full.
That bottle is
Full.
full.
This bottle is
Empty.
Let me hear it. Good and loud.
This bottle is empty.
Right. This is a bottle of milk.
Dimitra Apasparou, until recently, lived in a village near the ruins of ancient Sparta.
What is that?
Peter Drongaris, 8 months ago, lived in the Greek countryside, where his family grew grapes and olives.
Gary doesn't drink milk.
Krina Maniati is also a Spartan. She's been here only a week. For these children, English is a foreign tongue, and it's a struggle to find the word for even the simplest thing.
That is a bottle of milk.
What color is the milk, Dimitra?
Milk is white.
Krina, what is that?
But is
Bottle of milk. Let's say it together. That is a bottle of milk. Good. Do you like milk?
I like to milk.
I like milk. I like milk. I give a bottle of milk to you.
Over 100,000 children arrived in this country in the last 5 years not knowing English. This film is about a few of these children who attend Mrs. McLeish's class at Strathern School. All her classes begin as haltingly and slowly as this one.
I want to hear the cook. Milk.
milk.
Drink.
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 Milk.
Milk.
Do you like milk?
That is a bottle of milk.
When it's near, you say,
This
say it again.
this is a bottle of milk.
Krina.
That's it. That.
This.
This
This.
Is a bottle of milk.
Good. Good.
Strathern is a public school in downtown Montreal. Its pupils come from an area heavily settled by immigrants. 1 out of every 3 of the children at Strathern at home speaks a language other than English. There are children here who can speak Estonian, Urdu, Chinese, Russian, Finnish. For those just beginning school, a lack of English isn't a very great handicap. But in the higher grades, schooling is impossible if one doesn't understand the language. In Strathern, however, an immigrant child is put into regular classes and expected to try to make his way. For example, a Greek child, 10 years of age, knowing little English, is put into grade 5 along with the other 10-year-olds. It's difficult for them, but the ordinary schoolwork of the class can't be held up on their account. However, they are given a helping hand. A child who has difficulty in understanding or speaking English is sent for half an hour every day to a special class, Mrs. McLeish's class.
Oh, you learned how to
These children have been attending it for about a year.
Gabriel, can you swim?
A little bit.
A little bit. Does anybody know anything about a tulip?
Oh, yes!
And where do we grow? Not much of them?
Yes, miss.
You do. What colors do you like?
It was red, yellow,
Orange.
white ones.
Did anybody have a garden?
Yes, miss.
You had a garden. Fanny, what did you grow in your garden?
Cool.
Good and loud. What did you grow?
I grow maggots.
Yes, and what else? Things to eat? Things to eat?
No.
Just flowers. Oh, wasn't that nice? And did you plant the seeds?
Yes.
And you kept it. You worked in it.
Yes, miss.
Isn't that nice? And did you have a garden, Gabriel?
Yes.
What did you grow in your garden?
Oh, vegetables.
Now, what kind of vegetables? Tomatoes?
Yes, and salad.
What salad? Salad's something that we eat, and we put all kinds of things in it, don't we? Like cabbage and carrots. And did you grow peas?
No.
Did you grow corn?
No.
You didn't grow any corn. I don't think that you like to eat corn, do you?
No.
No, it's funny. Canadians like to eat corn. You don't like to eat corn either. Do you, Burkhart?
Cornflakes.
You like corn. Oh, you like cornflakes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and what do you eat with your cornflakes?
Milk.
You put milk on it? And what else?
Sugar. Sugar.
You put sugar on yours. I don't like sugar on my cornflakes. Anybody going to get a new dress this year for spring?
Yes,
Oh, you have yours today.
Yes.
Did you go and buy it yourself?
No, my mother make it.
She did. Did you help her to sew it?
Yes.
You did. What part did you do?
Comment on dit enfiler les éclats?
Oh, in English. Come on now. Did you sew the buttons on?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
good
not
for you.
buttons, but
It's a
Right.
zipper.
yeah,
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Can you say zipper?
zipper.
Oh, good for you. And you made a new dress too.
Yes. My mother buy this.
Oh, she bought it. Did you go with her to the store? No. You've got a pretty smart mother, eh? Did it fit you? Oh, you don't understand fit you. Who understands fit? Margaret?
It's zipper.
Suits her, right? It's her measurement. Oh, I should say spring.
These children come from many different countries. Burkhart's native language is German.
Oh, you're going to see the leaves. Where are the leaves coming?
Maria's family is Spanish, and she speaks Spanish and French.
On the trees. And what else?
Marguerite is from France. Marcel is from Casablanca.
Oh, we might see some.
To these children, English presents some peculiarities.
Tell me, what is this?
Penny.
Write it on the board, Fanny.
Quoi? C'est comment ça? Knie.
English.
Is it start? Nee, that's all.
That's right. Pronounce it.
Knee.
Good. Burkhart?
C-K-N-I-I.
Pronouns.
That's right. What's the first one? The first letter.
Bis.
Sit down.
Bis.
What's the first letter? It's not C.
A.
What is it?
K.
K. That's right. Can you think of another word like that?
Miss.
Go
No.
and write it.
Miss.
Good.
Me too. Miss.
All right, just a minute now.
Oh, Miss McLeish. Miss.
Right in
Miss.
big.
Miss McLeish. Miss McLeish. Miss.
All right, wait till we look at this word. Wait till we look at this word. Oh, good. Can you do that?
Miss. Yes.
Good for you.
Miss.
It's one more, I know. Okay.
Miss.
Good.
Miss.
Something we have to do with all those words. What is it?
Do you know it? No.
Marcel?
Do not pronounce the K. K.
Right, we don't say the K. Now, where do we live, Fanny?
In Montreal.
What do we call it?
City.
Right, city on the road. Good. Now, what do we put on our windows?
Curtains.
Oh,
Miss.
Did you write it?
Miss.
Did you write it? All right. Burkhart, write it.
Oh.
Now, did you hear what Gabriel said?
Yes. Curtains. Yes, miss.
Oh, curtains.
Curtains. Miss.
All right, Margaret, you try it. Over on this side. Go on, you try. Maybe you can do it.
Oh no, he's no. Oh, Miss McLeish, I know.
Right. All right, Marcel. Oh, Margaret, you can't spell that word.
Paula.
Yours is nearly right, but not quite.
Curtains, not curtains. Right.
Well, are you only going to have one?
Miss, maybe 2 or 3 or 100.
That's better. Angel, what word did you write?
City.
What word did you write?
Miss, knock.
Knock. What word did you write?
Knife.
That's good. Now, what did you write?
Curtain.
And city. Well, those two words have the same letter at the beginning.
Yes, miss. Yes.
What do we do with it? Sometimes we say...
we write a C and write K. Sometimes we say K, sometimes we say S, and sometimes we say S.
Good. So, city we have to learn.
Because we speak it with S and we write with C.
Yes. Isn't English hard?
No.
No.
No, it isn't. You like it.
Yes.
A child living in a strange country but not speaking the language lives in comparative isolation. Here in this school, among so many languages, English is the common one. And so it's among themselves, as they try to enter the life around them, that they begin to use English more freely. Gradually, they come to feel at home in it. For most of the foreign children who take classes at Strathern School, it takes about 2 years to learn to use the English language easily, to think in it, to be comfortable reading it, to express naturally their feelings and ideas.
He said that 2 legs and a bucket are better than any pump. I don't mind carrying water from the spring.
What's a spring?
Oh,
Jenny?
it's like a little lake.
Right. Where does the water come from?
Oh,
Johnny?
from the ocean?
Maybe.
Yes.
But I don't think they live near the ocean.
Rivers?
From the river?
From the
Come on, George.
ground?
From the ground. I think the water just comes from the ground.
That's what
And it makes a little pool right there. So Pa said that 2 legs were good. Whose 2 legs?
Your own 2 legs?
Your own 2 legs. And where did you get the water?
From the lake?
From the?
Lake? Spring.
From the spring. That's right. That word spring's funny. I know another spring. Do you, Pansy?
Like spring this season?
Right. It's spring now, isn't it?
Yes.
I still know another spring.
Like you spring water from it's very long, and you spring water to the garden.
You sprinkle water. That's not quite the same. Hansy?
Wait, like in a bed, there's springs in it.
Right. You lie right on the springs. They keep you up off the floor. Isn't that a hard word? Would you like to read, Louise?
Saturday morning, Joe went to Widow Brown's garden to dig a ditch for the pipe. The widow saw him digging and said, "You don't know where to find the best fishing worms."
Oh, what did she think, Candy?
He thought that he was going fishing.
What do you need to go fishing? Pansy.
Worms.
And what else?
On miss little fish.
Yes, or what else?
And grasshoppers.
Or something else.
Bread.
Bread, but you need something else.
A little fish.
But you need something else, Donald.
A line and pole.
I think you need a line and you need a pole. And where do you put the grasshoppers or the worms?
In the hook.
On the hook, that's right. And then what happens? Tazia.
Then the fish goes, it's a pole. Then he goes and eats it and he
What happens to him?
stays there. He dies.
He does.
No,
And what do we
he
do with him?
dies.
He doesn't die.
You see, when he bites, and there's a little hook, so when he bites, he takes that hook, runs right into his mouth and holds him. And he lives. He lives. But when you take him out, he doesn't have air and he dies.
Why do we go fishing? Johnny,
When the fish to eat.
do you like to eat fish?
Yeah.
No, yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. I like fish sometimes too. Go on, Louise.
Back of the barn, she dug up many worms and put them into an old can.
What was she doing that for? Johnny.
She thought Joe is going fishing.
Well, what was she doing that for?
Because she didn't want him to dig in the other place, so she digged in the right place and put the worms
But
in.
that didn't stop Joe digging.
I got it.
Kenny.
Because Joe was trying to dig a ditch so the pipe could go in and get water.
Yeah.
And Widow Brown was getting worms because Joe always helps her carry water.
That's right. So Widow Brown was kind too. Yeah. So you see what happens when you're kind?
Yeah.
What happens? Kenny.
You always get a favorite back.
That's right. That's right. But she did help. Do you help?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what our books down and talk about helping. What do you do, Johnny?
When my mother called me to Saturday and Sunday, she called me to sweep the floor every morning.
Good for you. What do you do to help, John?
Sometimes I saw an old man pulling a wagon, so I help him there to pull it up to us about this high hill.
Oh, good
Of
for
snow.
you. Do you ever help anybody, Louise?
Yes.
I helped a man that he nearly couldn't walk, so I helped him to walk across the street, and I helped my mother wash the dishes. And
Good for you. Do you wear an apron when you wash the dishes?
Yes,
Why?
because if I wouldn't wear one, my dishes would get all dirty.
Kenny? Put your book down.
My uncles work for a laundry, and when you work for a laundry, you have to go and get them. Like some people live far and they can't go, so I have to help my uncle go. And when he got a wagon, so I have to watch the wagon with my dog downstairs. Or sometimes my uncle goes somewhere else and he gave me a laundry, and I go somewhere.
Oh, you do? Isn't that wonderful, Johnny?
Miss McLean's one summer day last years ago, there's a man couldn't see. He's blind and with a stick walking on the sidewalk. A car nearly got across him, but I took him across the street, and his girl was all the way down to the street, and he couldn't catch him. So I took them over the street.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. Donald, what do you do?
I wash dishes for my mother and make the beds.
Oh, why do we help?
Oh,
John.
because our mother or somebody else can't do it.
They can't do it all. Hansy, what do you do to help? Oh, maybe your grandmother does everything to help you, does she?
Yeah.
Or do you do something to help her sometimes? John?
One day I saw two old ladies, and one young lady, and it was a car in the front of her, and I pulled them off.
You did. Good for you. Hansy, have you thought of something now?
Yes, Miss. Last summer I helped my grandmother wash dishes.
I think there's something else we have to keep clean that's kind of hard to keep clean. I know I'm washing them all the time. Hansy?
The ears?
The ears? I think you wash them with your body. John?
Your hair?
Your hair you have to wash. Oh, yes, I agree. You have to wash your hair. When do you wash your hair?
I wash at Friday, every Friday.
Good for you. When do you wash yours, Johnny?
When I take a haircut I wash them. Then a few days my hair gets scratchy and I go wash it again.
Good. But I'm thinking of something else that I'm sure I wash about 10 times in school. Hansy.
Your fingernails?
Your fingernails and your hands. Don't they get dirty?
Yes.
And why do we have to keep our hands so clean?
When you eat, when your hand has to be clean, and your hands not clean, you can get some germs.
What are germs?
So germs are little things that you can't see.
What do they do to you? Hansy.
Like at night, the food, they fight the germs, and when the germs win, you're sick.
You're sick. Yeah. Oh, and that's awful. Do you remember? How long?
More ships and planes will be arriving, and Mrs. McLeish will begin again with the new children who come to Strathern. In the last 10 years, Mrs. McLeish has heard hundreds of children tell her the stories of their lives in a new language, one she helped them to learn.
Tell me about Hong Kong.
I don't even know where it is yet.
Hong Kong is a place that is kind of big, and they got a big beach on their Sucker East. But you take a bus to there, a double bus.
Do you remember when you came to Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes. Did you live in Kowloon?
Kowloon?
Or right in Hong Kong?
In Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong. What kind of a house was it?
Oh, those tall buildings there. I don't like them. The rooms are too small, and I have to sleep on the floor.
Oh, that was hard, eh?
Yeah,
Tell
it's
me.
hot in summer.
Yeah.
You live in the middle of a boy, you ever
How
hot.
did you come to Canada?
I came to Canada. Before I come to Canada, I take a bus to the how you call it? Country.
Airport?
Not to the airport, but
Station?
to the train station in the country. Then I take the train to Hong Kong. I lived in Hong Kong for 2 or 3 years.
How old were you then?
Oh, I was 8 or 7.
Yes.
Then my father said you have to come to Canada now. So we take a plane and fly over for 2 days. And we said my mother said, "Wow, only 2 days to come to Canada with a plane." And then she said, when we take a boat, it takes a month to come.
How did you come to Canada, John?
Came with boat.
You're not talking loud enough.
Came with boat.
You did. And how many days was that?
12.
What did you see on the way?
Well, we went in Italy.
Oh, you did?
My sister had bought this big doll.
She did?
Yeah.
Now, do you like Canada?
Yes, we
What do you do different in Greece that we do differently here? Can you think of anything?
I know.
You can't.
I know. I know.
We went first at school, and after school, when we went home, it's 12 o'clock. It's finished at school.
Oh, you just had school in the morning. Did you go to school in Belgium?
Me, yes.
What did you do in your school?
Well, in grade 1, we already start writing with ink and doing hard examples. And drawing like we have art, it's different.
All right, let's put our hats on because that's art, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, and Johnny, why did you make that kind of a hat? Did you wear a hat like that in China?
No, without a top.
Yeah, in the farm.
On the farm, what were you doing?
we had
When
to
we're
plow.
walking, and we're working hard, and the sun doing, and we put one of them on, and when it rains, and we put it on, the rain won't go through it.
Oh, isn't that fine? When are you going to wear your hat, Louise?
Oh, at Easter.
You are?
Yes.
Why?
Well, because it's not bad. It looks all right.
Yes, and why Easter?
Well, because the teacher said, Miss Schinker said that for Easter we're going to make an Easter bonnet, so we made it.
Oh, isn't that lovely? And when are you going to wear yours, Tasia?
On Easter?
On Easter too. Are you going to wear it to church?
No.
No. You're going to wear it for fun?
Yes.
You're going to have an Easter party?
Yes.
What are you going to have at your party? Do you know yet?
No.
You don't know yet. George, when are you going to wear your hat?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Where did you come from?
Hungry?
Hungary.
Miss McLeish, in the airplane, and we couldn't pass a thank you for, and we couldn't talk English.
Yeah.
And I got a hard time.
Miss
You
McLeish.
did? Well, then how did you eat anything?
And people give it to us, so we eat it, and my mother said, ask her for coffee, and we call coffee in Chinese the same thing.
Oh, that's lucky.
And my mother said, coffee, so, and the woman bring the coffee, and the woman said, your son, I couldn't remember. He pointed his finger to my mother and then to me. He said, you have coffee? I thought so.
What did you do about money?
Money's
Oh, you don't have to pay.
Oh, you don't have to pay.
Miss
Yeah, yeah, but
You pay for
Miss
the
McLeish.
airplane.
Miss McLeish, there's on our boat 7 Seas. Well, you if you want to have a drink, coffee or milk, you go downstairs. But if you want a Coca-Cola or something, there's special money for boats. So we give 10 cents, special money for boats, and then we get a drink.
What fun did you have on the boat?
Oh yes, there was we went outside and we always hold because we were scared if we fell to the sea, and we had fun watching those the
Big fish?
yes, big fishes with and they were jumping like that. And
Oh, wasn't that fun?
Oh yes.
John,
One day when I was at the boat, when I was coming here in Canada, I saw there was a man falling in the sea.
there was. Well, that wasn't funny, was it?
And it's in the
No.
front of the boat.
He was.
Miss McLeish, when we come on the way to Canada, we only see the ocean, not
Yeah.
mountains, only
Yeah,
ocean.
on the
Oh,
airplane.
didn't you see those nice white things? That
When we go over Vancouver, then we see lots of high mountains with snows on it.
Oh, wonderful
And then
mountains.
they never get melt because on the high mountain it's cold.
Yeah.
And
Miss McLeish.
so the snow stay on there.
Miss McLeish, like you said before that when we got on the airplane, we didn't know how to speak English, and then on the first stop we didn't know nothing, and they always bring us English food. So
Each child stays in this class until Mrs. McLeish feels that he's ready to carry on without help. Then they're on their own.
The second stop, there was a kind man and his wife, and they were going to another place, and they were talking English for us. They got some Chinese food, and then when we ate them, we asked for some more.
You did, you like, what? Chop suey. Oh, that was good on that.
Miss McLeish, every time when my mother woke me up every time. So I went to sleep, I feel that this